Welcome to AllTechQueries, a solution for all your technical queries.
In our previous video, we have explained what is PSU and SMPS. Today, in this PSU buying guide, we will help you choose the best SMPS for your PC. SMPS stands for Switched Mode Power Supply, which is a type of power supply unit for a computer. It helps you supply adequate power to all the other components of the computer. While building a PC, many users do not consider the power supply as an important element. Their primary selection is CPU and RAM. However, a user should know that every component is necessary to run a PC. A low-end power supply can not only reduce the PC performance but can also damage other components like CPU, motherboard, RAM, and hard disk along with the data inside. Therefore, the users should buy the best power supply unit for their PC. Here is a step-by-step process of choosing the best power supply unit for your PC. Choose reputed brand. Always buy the SMPS from a reputed brand because a cheap PSU can fluctuate the power supply and damage other expensive components. Here are some of the popular brands that offer quality SMPS. Pick the size. After choosing the brand, you should pick the size of SMPS that fits your cabinet. Large-size PSUs are labeled as ATX, which are used in gaming PCs. If you have a smaller cabinet, you can choose an SFX power supply. Calculate the capacity. Here is the most important step. There are several variants of power supply units based on their voltage. However, the most used are between 450 watts to 750 watts. So, how do we know which variant to buy? We need to calculate the capacity of power required for the components in your computer. You can check the precise power usage of a component in its specs. We have listed the approximate power consumption of computer components. Note that these are approximate values and may differ depending on the manufacturing company and other factors. Average power consumption by standard motherboards. Processors. Hard disks. RAM. Graphics cards. Optical drives. Cooling fans. RGB and liquid cooling may consume more power than the values we mentioned. Also, note that overclocked components will consume more power than regular. You can also use any of the online calculators mentioned below to find out the power consumption of your computer components. You should buy the PSU that emits more watts of power than the components are consuming. 4. Cables. Make sure the cables are black and flat. It may not affect the performance, but it does enhance the appearance. It looks better when you use a transparent cabinet. Moreover, you can get modular SMPS to keep your cabinet clean. A regular power supply unit has cables from within. This means there are lots of unused cables that can get into the fans. Therefore, having a modular SMPS allows you to connect only necessary cables, keeping the cabinet clear for proper airflow. Proper power connector. You need to make sure the power supply unit has all the connections you need. Some graphic cards have more pins, so make sure your PSU can connect to your graphics card. Efficiency rating. Most brands use a label on their product to indicate quality of the PSU. It is indicated as 80 plus bronze, 80 plus gold, 80 plus platinum, etc. The higher values indicates that the product is better. However, it does not make much difference. When should you upgrade the SMPS? When you buy a pre-built PC, the manufacturer provides the power supply suitable for that configuration. However, if you upgrade your PC in the future by adding additional RAM sticks, graphics card, and hard disk, then you should upgrade the PSU as well. If you are upgrading or replacing any computer components with a better one, you might want to check the power consumption of the new component. If the replaced component requires more power, you should upgrade your SMPS as well. If your PC is restarting when you are performing multitasking, then it is an indicator of your SMPS not supporting the other components. Also, if your PC shuts down or restarts when there is a fluctuation in voltage, it's time to change your SMPS. Choosing the best SMPS for your PC is a long process. But it is an easy one. Most users ignore the SMPS when it comes to research. As we mentioned before, SMPS is an essential component of the computer that supplies power to all other parts of the PC. Moreover, using a faulty, cheap, or inconsistent PSU can damage other components as well. Therefore, make sure you consider looking at all the things we mentioned in this video before buying a PSU/SMPS. Also, buying the most powerful SMPS is not a good idea, as it would cost you more money. It is only wise to calculate the power consumption of other components and choose the best SMPS suitable for your PC.
If the video was helpful, like our video, and subscribe to our channel AllTechQueries, for more tech-related, informative videos, and how-to tutorials. Follow us on other platforms as well. Links in description. Thank you.